Today we're going to try a different kind of mindfulness exercise that might better replicate what happens in real life, as worries and negative thoughts come up during the day. Instead of keeping our eyes closed and focusing on internal things, we're going to keep our eyes open and focus on something external. We'll work on taking focus away from our thoughts, letting go of them, and bringing them towards something that is happening in the here and now. We're going to use a physical object to focus our attention and thoughts. We're looking for a very ordinary, simple, mundane object. Nothing intriguing or complex. Something that, if anything, is kind of boring. It might be something like this paperclip here. There are no interesting designs or shapes, no real textures. You've probably seen thousands of them before. It's a very mundane, simple, and boring object. Whatever specific object you decide to use doesn't really matter, as long as it fits that description. Place it in front of you so that it's completely visible, maybe on your desk or in your open hand. To begin this exercise, we're going to start with something that we call an induction piece. Basically, what is something that you've been recently worrying about? In a few sentences, describe the situation and the concerns that were coming up that are causing you anxiety. Say it aloud if your circumstances permit you to do so. Pause the video and explain the thoughts that have been bringing up negative emotions. When you've finished, press play. What I would like you to do is to focus your eyes on the object. But mentally, in the back of your mind, you're really thinking about those thoughts that are bringing out negative feelings. Just like in real life, you might have your eyes on something, or you might be carrying out some task, but your mind is really elsewhere. So your eyes are on the object, but your focus isn't really on it. So let that happen. Take a moment to get in that frame of mind. If you run out of worries, just start again at the beginning, but try to get this worry going, just like it happens in real life, like it happens in your day-to-day experience. Where would you put your anxiety on a scale from 0 to 10? Remember that number. Now I would like you to put your full focus on the object. Take note of the shape, the color, how the light shines against it. Put your full focus on what you're seeing in front of you visually with that paperclip. You don't have to analyze what it looks like or think about it. Just focus on what you see. Its shape, its color, what it looks like. As you do this, you'll notice that different thoughts are probably going to come up. Maybe your mind goes back to those worries you were just remembering, or maybe it's something else. Maybe it's just a random, unrelated thought. But every time that you find yourself getting caught up in those thoughts, or focusing on them, or thinking more into them, just take note that it's happened, and then gently bring that focus back to what's in front of you visually with this paperclip. You don't have to try to force those thoughts away or try not to have them. Thoughts are going to gradually show up on their own, beyond your control. That's how your mind works. Just notice those thoughts are coming and going on their own, as your main focus is on what you're seeing in front of you with this paperclip. And time again, you'll get caught up in your thoughts. Your attention is going to go somewhere else. And every time that it does, just notice that it has happened and gently bring that focus back to what you're seeing in front of you, the paperclip. Now, on a scale from 0 to 10, where would you put your anxiety? If it's around half of what it was when you started, we can end the exercise. If it's not there yet, just spend a little more time visually focusing on the paperclip and being aware of your thoughts, gently refocusing yourself on the object. Whenever you feel your anxiety is around half of what it was when you started, you can end the exercise.